Hello, everybody. Hi. Welcome to my live. I am a little bit late, but I'm here. I should have said 7:30 instead of 7 o'clock, but I thought I would be ready for 7. But as you can see, I still have on my basketball mom shirt. Addison had a basketball game today, and so we ran a little bit late. His team is undefeated, and so they're moving on to the championship. So, so we were celebrating with them after the game today. So we ran a little bit later. So I was just kind of rushing. Then we had to get dinner. But that's okay. I am here. So welcome everybody. I know it has been a while since you've seen my face, but I am so happy to be back on. Hey, Donzel, my friend. I always know Donzel is going to stop by and say hello. Thank you so much for joining me. Sorry, as I mentioned at the very beginning, I am a little bit late. Oh yes, thank you. Yes, his team is doing awesome. I will have to maybe I can share like little clips on my shorts to share with you guys how some of his little moves and everything. But yeah, they're doing great. So they're doing a championship. So he's super excited. They're all super excited. It was a great game too. They really did well. So they're having lots of fun. We're having lots of fun. That's part of what I wanted to come on and talk with you guys about too. Hey Robin, hey Myra, hey everybody. Yes, we've been having an amazing day. Thank you, Miss Robin. I will tell Addison hello. We love you guys also. Yeah, we've gotten so much has been going on that, I've been just over here living life and missing you guys. But I was like, I need to get back to doing all of my things and saying hello to my YouTube family. So I wanted to come on here and chat with you guys a bit. And of course, I know everyone's been watching the news, seeing everything that's been going on. And so I wanted to just chat a little bit about that, just a little bit about that. And then we'll move on to some of the other things that I wanted to share. But if you have been keeping up with me a little bit, I have posted some things here or there. You guys know, usually in January after the holiday, I usually kind of take a little bit of a break just from everything, from all the holiday and the hustle and bustle of all of that. I'm blurry. Okay. Let me see. I'm going to wipe the camera off and see if that helps. Sorry, guys. Is that better? Am I still blurry? I haven't done a live in a long time. So YouTube has changed so many things that I hope that is better. Let me know if I am still blurry. Hey, Carrie. Let me know if I'm blurry. Hopefully I'm not. I don't know how to fix that. Otherwise, I just wiped the camera off. Yes, still blurry. Oh, I'm so sad. I don't know how to make it not blurry. I don't know. It's so good to see me even if I'm blurry. Well, thank you. It's sad that I'm blurry because I have some beautiful items that I want to share with you guys that I have for spring, and you won't be able to see it if it's blurry. Let me see what to do. I don't know. There's some little buttons here. Let me see. What is this button? I'm going to just press some buttons, guys, and see. Did that help? Am I still blurry? I hope not. Let me know if I'm still blurry. I just pressed a button. That's worse. Oh my. Okay, let's take that off. Just leave it. Okay, so I just took that off. Whatever made it worse, I just redid that. Okay, well then what I'll say is we won't be on here long since I'm blurry. And maybe I'll do the haul another time. But I wanted to just visit with you guys a little bit because I was talking to some of my friends and my friend group, and my coworkers and my family about all the things that's going on in the world. And so many people are being affected by everything. And I just wanted to come on here and just make sure I encourage all of my friends here and my family here, that we should just remember that God is still with us. God is always still in control of everything, even the White House. So just be encouraged. I know a lot of people are being affected by things that's happening and the decisions that's being made. And whether or not you voted for Trump or I voted for Trump or whoever voted for Trump or any of the people that's making decisions for us in America, we should still pray for them. Oh, it's better. Yay, awesome. We should remember to pray for our leadership. That is what's most important. We can just we if we can't do anything else, we can pray for them and pray that God will direct their steps, direct their path, and help them to make the best decisions um, for our country and for us, for the people of our country. So I just want everyone to be encouraged and to not lose faith. Um, and whatever is going to happen will happen, and God is still in control. So that's what I wanted to say about the current events. There's so much happening that um it can be weighing us down. And so I just want everyone to be encouraged. I know I watch the news pretty much every day, and I'm just like, oh my goodness, it's just so much that it can be very overwhelming, that's happening here in our country and abroad. And all we can do is just pray for one another and for the decision makers, and just know that God has got us, right? God's got us. That's it. So um, that's all I want to say on that. And so then what have I been up to? So in January, I started off by saying, yes, it is overwhelming, Carrie, but it's going to be okay. We'll all be just fine. Um, at the end of the day, we're going to be just fine. We will get through this. This too shall pass. Everything that's happening now will pass eventually. Let's see if this light will help too. I don't know if that. Oh no, that probably made it worse. I'm gonna leave things alone because now I'm blinded. Okay. Oh, I'm blind now. I put the light right in my face, so that's probably worse. Yes, so I just want everyone to be encouraged. And when I'm encouraging you guys, I'm encouraging myself too. So we should just encourage each other. So I was also saying that in January, I usually take a break so that I can, just kind of decompress from everything. And so my husband and I went on a conference out near Dallas, actually in Dallas, right outside of Dallas, and had an amazing time. And my spirit was so filled, and it was just a wonderful experience. And so, hey, Miss Ella. Yes, 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 ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you to everyone for joining us too. And I see if you guys will go ahead and hit the thumbs up button, that will help me out tremendously. You guys know that helps as well. If you're just joining also and you're wondering why I'm wearing a basketball mom shirt, is because Addison had a basketball game today, and his team is undefeated. They are doing amazing. And so their championship game is next weekend. And so that's why I was running a little bit late today, because after his game, they had a bit of a celebration and it ran longer than I anticipated. Um, so yes, Ms. Robin, when we went to the conference in January, it was amazing. And it was just amazing. I just left so filled and just so full. I was just so excited. And so I did share a bit of the concert with Amanda Curtis on my channel. So if you guys want to see that, it is there on the channel. And there were so many speakers. Pastor Mike was there. He didn't sing. He did do just like a little snippet of one of his songs, but he was there to preach. And there were other speakers there that did amazing jobs. It was just such a good conference. So we had an awesome time there. And then, as you guys know, last month, we're in March. Today's March 1st. Happy March, everybody. For February, we did go to Disney. We took Addison to Disney. We were there for Valentine's Day, which we didn't plan for that. It just kind of worked out that way that we just happened to be there while it was Valentine's Day. So that was awesome. Although I thought I was going to lose my life in Orlando. It was so crazy. I'll share with you guys. I was praying the whole time. Every time we've been to Disney, it was an amazing time. We always had a wonderful experience. But this time we were on the Skyliner trying to go from the Epcot park over to Hollywood Studios. And the Skyliner was glitching, I'll say. And so as we were getting on there, actually while we were in line to get on it, there was an announcement that said, the ride is currently out of service. It'll be back working momentarily or something to that effect. So we were like, okay, well, let me just back up a bit. Just so you guys, for those of you that don't know, I am not a roller coaster girly. Like, that is not my jam. That is not anything that I enjoy at all, at all. So when I go to Disney, I never get on any of those roller coaster rides. I like to do the virtual type things or the other types of rides, but not roller coasters. And now that Addison is getting older and he can actually start experiencing those kind of rides, it's kind of up to him if that's something he wants to do. But generally he doesn't either. And so when I saw the Skyliner and how high it was up, I was like, ooh, I don't know if I want to do this. And so my husband, first of all, guys, leave me a comment in the chat here if you know what I'm talking about when I say the Skyliner ride, which is up in the air, kind of like the ski lift if you were going skiing. So it's a ride that takes you from one part to the next. You're in this little cage, and it's hanging from wires on this zip line type thing, and it's going to take you, and there's several of them. So what it's supposed to do is slow down for you to hop in and then go on and zip you off, and then you take this ride and you can see an aerial view of the park, and then it takes you from one park to the next, and you basically are going over the streets, over the park, over everything, right? So, hey, Ray, how are you? So good to see you here with us today. So, okay, so this was my first time getting on this thing. So my husband was like, it'll be fine. It's okay. So when they announced that, okay, great, you guys know what I'm talking about. So when they announced that it was glitching or that it had a problem, I was like, okay, maybe we should do something else. But my husband was like, well, we're already here. And so I was like, okay. Then it started back up, and they announced again that the ride had a problem. I think the exact words were something like, this ride is temporary out of order. And so then Addison said, oh man, why don't we just go take the train or something else? Because it was kind of hot. It was like 90 degrees that day, even though we were in February. And so we were kind of standing in the sun too. So it was hot. And at this point, we had been waiting about 15 minutes. And so my husband was like, why don't we just wait? We're already here. And at that point, I was like, well, we're kind of committed, because after the first time when they made the announcement, some people left. So we were able to inch up a bit. After the second time, some more people left. So we were able to inch up a bit. So then, we waited. The ride got back up going again. So we go up there. Now we're up to the point where we're about to get on, and it glitched again. And so now I'm like, oh, I think we should go do something else. And Addison said too, I think we should not take this ride. And I'm like, I'm with you. But now my husband's like, but we're here. And so I'm like, okay, fine, we're here. So we wait. Then we finally get on the thing. And I said, I hope they have it fixed now, because I don't want to get on this and it stops on us. So we're like, okay, we get on the thing. I promise you guys, literally like 35 seconds after we get on it, it stopped. And so we're too far to get off. We can't get off. I can't be like, back up, let me get off. So we're out a little ways and it stops. And so we're just dangling there. And so on the ride with us, it's me and my husband and Addison, and then an older woman who looked like she was maybe in her mid 70s. And then with her, it was a younger couple that looked like they were in their maybe mid to late 20s. And so we're sitting there, and once it stopped, the ride stopped, then all of a sudden we hear this loud blaring sound like Plah! And then an announcement comes on and says, "Attention riders, your ride is temporarily out of service. Please remain seated." And so on, whatever. And so I was like, oh my goodness. So we wait about 3 minutes, and then the ride starts going again. And within a few minutes, it stops again. So now we're further out and further up, because as you're going, the ride is like going up as you go out. So now we're further up and further out, and the ride stops again. Now, remember, I said it's 90 degrees, and there's no air conditioning in this little compartment. And there's no windows either. It's like all glass, and they have these little slats at the top. So the wind could blow in if you were actually moving. But when we were stopped, it was like barely air blowing because the wind wasn't blowing that much. So now I'm starting to get hot, and I'm starting to get nervous, and I'm like holding on to my seat, like, oh my goodness, oh, what are we gonna do? So I start praying. I'm like, Lord, please just get us through this. Like, we're barely even left the thing, and it's already stopped on us twice. So needless to say, what should have taken us probably 10 minutes to get from one part to the next literally took us like 45 minutes. That ride stopped like I don't know, maybe every 4 or 5 feet, it stopped. It stopped probably 15 times. It was the most nerve-wracking experience I've ever had. We stopped over the freeway. Like we were, the thing was like, I looked down, there was cars under us. I was like, oh my goodness. But I was trying to keep it cool and calm and collected because Addison was there and I did not want to upset him, even though he was getting nervous too. And my husband was like, we're fine, it's okay. And so, but I was just like, oh, it's like anxiety provoking just even thinking about it. So anyway, outside of that, we had an amazing time in Disney, but that was the worst experience I've ever had at Disney. And it was the most memorable too. I probably will never forget that experience. But outside of that, we had a great time. It almost ruined the day that day. By the time we made it to the first stop, like it took us to some resorts. The first stop, we just got off. I was like, I got to get off. I'm getting off. And then we took a shuttle bus from that spot over to Hollywood Studios. And by the time we got there, and we had a chance to cool off in the air conditioned bus and just kind of relax a little bit, then it was fine. So we had a great time at the end of the day. But that was a real experience that I couldn't deal without. So that's kind of what we've been doing. We've been just kind of doing some family type things. Actually, Addison's birthday is next week. He's about to be 11. So we're trying to decide if he wants to. He's trying to decide if he wants to do anything. But because they also have his championship game on his birthday, then we won't be doing anything on his birthday weekend. We'll have to do something maybe the following weekend. So anyway, of course, spring break's coming up. So right now we're just kind of spending a lot of family time. We were planning on putting our house on the market, but with everything that's going on, we've decided that we're going to wait on that and just kind of, see how things pan out, and with everything with the economy and everything. And, so we're just going to wait a bit on that and see. So I was kind of getting my mind right and ready to, be ready to be out of here. But I was like, that's okay. So probably what I'll be doing coming up, some things that I'm planning on coming up, is really working on doing a lot of decluttering and like purging things. So as I was putting away my Christmas decor, I realized that I'm probably going to go through and get rid of quite a bit of the things that I don't want to leave. Still stay in the Houston area. Just we're ready to downsize because we have a large family. We have our older children are all adults now. So Addison's the last one. And so he's about to be 11. So we were like, we really don't need a 2-story house anymore. And I don't know if you guys remember, but a couple of years ago, I fell down the stairs. I had a big black eye. And actually, I've fallen down the stairs twice more since that time. And so it's just, I was just like, we really don't need to have a 2-story house. We could have a single level home, which is what I would really prefer at this point. And so, oh, Carrie, I'm sure you are loving it. I mean, just the amount of work and upkeep just to try to keep the house cleaned up and everything is just, I'm getting over it. I'm getting over it. I'm really over it. So I really am ready to just, downsize a bit to a single level home. And so that's the plan ultimately. And for our forever home, to be a single level home. So, so for now, that's kind of on pause. So, oh, thank you, Donzel. I'm sure he'll have a good birthday. He's excited. So for now, we're going to just, stay put, and I'm going to do some, like I said, some purging, some decluttering, and, just kind of, thinning out things a bit. Although I just bought a bunch of stuff too. So I say that. Well, I do say that because there are some things that I have out in my storage shed that I was like, I don't know if I really even need this anymore or if I even want it. So there are some things that I think other people could be enjoying instead of it just sitting in my storage closet or in my storage shed. So I want to like repurpose it or resell it or let someone else reuse it. Like someone else could be enjoying some of the items that I have. So that's what I'll be doing. So I'll be sharing some footage, some videos on how I'm planning. It is my plan in my head. I'm thinking I'm going to go like room to room and just kind of thin everything out from each area. That's my thought. And then maybe we'll do some touch-ups, like we might paint or something. Like I painted this wall burgundy a few years ago, and now I'm not really feeling that color anymore. And so I'm thinking I might just go back to a neutral, maybe like a soft gray. I'm thinking something that'll make it more sellable. Or even if really what we're thinking is maybe we won't sell. We may just lease this house out and keep it, and then purchase another home for us to live in, but use this as rental property. So we just have some things that we're thinking through. So that's kind of where we are with those things. So as far as the channel, you guys will probably be seeing a lot more of me like doing clean with me and kind of purge with me, that kind of thing, because or however I decide to call it or name the video, but it will be that type of content because that's what I'm going to be doing. I'll probably still decorate for the season because I haven't decorated anything since Christmas. And so I've seen some of my girlfriends here on YouTube decorating for spring, and everything looks so pretty. And I was like, oh, I need to get back to decorating. I've done some things and I've taken a break. And so now I'm ready to get going again. Hey, Guadalupe, I'm so glad to see you. I know I missed you guys so much. I was just sharing all the things I've been doing. And so I'm back now and I'm ready to get back going. Yes, Miss Robin, I'm planning to put some things on Marketplace. We have a big neighborhood garage sale that I'm planning to do also. This light is bugging me. I'm sorry, guys. So I'm gonna see, some stuff I'll probably give to my mom or to my sister or however to, but I'm just gonna thin out a lot of things. When you declutter and go through your Christmas items, I'll take them off your hands. Ah, Denise. I know, right? You know what? I know a lot of people who will probably be saying that too. Like my sister, my mom will be, my aunt be lined up at the door. My neighbor across the street too. She's like, "Girl, if you ever need some help," I was like, "Look, when I'm ready to, are you going blurry? Oh, I'm going blurry again. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, let me speed up this chit chat. Then I'm sorry, I'm going blurry. I hate that it's doing this. I don't know what's going on with the YouTube stuff. So anyway, that's what I've been up to, and that's my future plans. Okay, Kara and Denise are first. So maybe I'll do something like that. Maybe I saw someone do like online auctions or something. I don't know if it's called an auction, but like online garage sale. Maybe that's what you call it. I'll have to research that, see how it works. I don't know how it works. Um, but I might try to figure that out, guys, for you. I might try to figure it out. I'm so not like tech savvy, but I'm working on that. It's called Whatnot. Oh, is that an app or something? Huh. I will have to Google that and see. But I'm definitely gonna be getting the house like together, spruce it up and whatever, and just a little bit more streamlined. Although you guys know I have already done that at one point, and so it's kind of streamlined, but just more so. All right, so real quickly, I'm gonna share with you guys some of the items that I did pick up. I didn't get a whole lot, but I did get some kind of mint green because that's the color that I'm looking at using this year for spring. And actually I have this little cup which was my inspiration for my spring color this year. I have been offer up. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. I've heard of that. I'll look into that one. This cup was my inspiration for my color for spring this year. And so I did start off with, you guys know me and pillows, we have like this love-hate relationship. I love them, but I hate trying to store them. But these are super heavy and they're so nice. And you guys can see this like pattern here. Sounds like a nerve-wracking experience. Glad you guys got through it. Linda, that experience was nerve-wracking. I tell you, it was. It really was something. I was praying the whole time. The whole time I was like, Lord Jesus, we did not come to Orlando to die. I need you right now. I see the green tumbler, but it's still blurry. Oh, I hate that it's blurry, guys. Okay. Maybe what I'll do is come back and do the haul tomorrow. Although I have a lunch with some friends tomorrow evening. Maybe I'll see if I can do if I can come back tomorrow and do a live to share with you guys the haul, because it's blurry and I want you to see the items that I got. Like there's no reason to share if you can't see it. Yeah, okay, let's do that. All right, guys. Well, I'm sorry that you can't see everything. But we'll be back tomorrow. I will put, well, I'm gonna say tomorrow, but I need to play it by ear because like I said, I do have some plans for tomorrow afternoon after church. So we'll see, but it might be around this time tomorrow, maybe around 7:30 tomorrow. So I want to tell you guys about an upcoming event that I am hosting. If you live in the Houston area, or if you're going to be in the Houston area in April is Jazz Appreciation Month, and I am going to be hosting with my church. We're going to be doing an evening of jazz event, which is April 13th. And what I'm going to do is in my description, not in my description box, but in my on my community tab, I'm going to post a flyer with information about that. So if you guys are interested in coming to Houston and hanging out with me, spending some time with me and my husband and some of my other friends, then you can get that information. It will be listed there, and the details are on Eventbrite. So I wanted to share that with you guys as well. That's something that I will be doing in April. So I will talk more about that on our next video tomorrow when I share all of the items in this haul. So all right, guys, I look forward to seeing you all tomorrow. Bye.